Ken started to feel that his married life had become more of an obligation. Joy and passion were long gone, and he had lost interest in his wife Rita. Soon, in his office, he found a young girl who came to like him. With time, he decided to divorce his wife. He told his wife about his decision. His wife was shocked at his decision and tried to talk about it, but in end, she agreed to divorce. On the decided day, they both went to the divorce division, and all the formalities were completed. Now, they were both free individuals. On way out of court, Ken looked at his ex-wife and said, "It's getting dark. Want to go for dinner?" Rita looked at him and replied, "Well, someone said that there is a restaurant that is dedicated to performing dinner for divorced couples. Would you like to go there for dinner?" Ken agreed. They both went to the restaurant Diverso. As they entered, a waitress welcomed them and led them to a room. After they were seated comfortably, the waitress provided them with the menu. After a while, waitress came back and asked for their order. Ken looked at his wife and said, "You make the orders." To this, Rita shook her head and replied, "I am not sure what to order." "It's better you order." Listening to this, waitress replied, "Sorry, sir, madam, but we have a rule. The gentleman orders her favorite dishes. Lady orders his favorite dishes. It names the last memory." Instantly, Rita said, "Okay then, a steamed fish and cold mixed cucumber in the sauce. Please remember not to put garlic into it. This gentleman doesn't eat it." "Thanks." The waitress then looked toward Ken and said, "Sir?" Ken was struck dumb. He realized that even after 10 years of marriage, he didn't know her favorite dish. He sat there like a dummy with nothing to say. "Let's just have this for now. In fact, these are all our favorites." Rita hastened to give him mediation. "I'll suggest before food, you should try our special cold drink," said the waitress. Both agreed and ordered that. Soon, waitress came back with drinks. One was a light blue color with cracked ice. The other was a full glass of ruddy with steam. It names half flame and half ocean. "Hope you will enjoy," said the waitress, and placed drinks on the table, and left. Both were sitting face to face, and didn't know what to say at that moment. Just then, waitress knocked at the door gently, and entered with a bright red rose, and said, "Sir, do you still remember when you gave a rose to this lady for the very first time? Now, when everything is over, please give this lady a rose for the very last time. Will you like to buy it?" Rita trembled slightly, and in retrospect, a scene from 10 years ago emerged in her mind, when they were both strangers, how they met, and the day when Ken gave her a rose the first time on Valentine's Day. Unwittingly, her eyes were laden with tears. She shook her head and said, "No, thanks." Just then Ken recalled that he hadn't bought her a flower for 6 years at least. He said, "No, I will buy it." The waitress tore the rose in half and put it into the drinks. It melted instantly. This rose is made of glutinous flour. It names image of goodliness spirit. Hope you enjoy this, said the waitress and left. Ken tried to reach out for her hand, but Rita's hand moved back slightly. They gazed at each other silently. It seemed like thousands of words welled up from their heart, yet their lips were silent. Suddenly the room was black, an alarm went off, and the smell of smoke was there. Both jumped up. Someone shouted loudly, "Place is on fire! Everyone run! Hurry up!" Listening to this, Rita flung herself into Ken's arm. "I am scared." Ken embraced her tightly. "Don't be scared. I am here. Let's get out together." When they got out, they saw that there was no trace of fire. Just then the waitress came and said, "Sorry, sir, madam. There is no fire. Smoke was made on purpose. It's the fourth dish which we offer you. It names choice of hearts." Waitress, lead them back to the room. Ken took Rita's hand in her hand and went back inside the room. Ken said to Rita, "What lady said was right. Actually, we are dependent on each other. We should be together. We remarry tomorrow." Rita nodded her lips slightly and said, "Are you willing?" "Yes, I am," he said as his eyes welled with tears. Ken called for the bill then. Waitress handed them each a very delicate red bill saying, "It's restaurant souvenir for you. It names a bill forever. Hope you will keep it forever." Tears streamed down his face when he read the content of the bill. Rita asked anxiously, "What happened?" Ken passed the bill to her and said, "Honey, I'm sorry." Content of husband bill was, "A sweet home, 2 hands full of toil, great care and concern for you and the kids at all seasons. Prepare your favorite dishes. A light is on to welcome you home always. Defend your reputation with all her life." A genial smile of the 70 grannies. "A youth is faded away for you. This is your wife." Rita shared the bill with him and said, "My dear, I am sorry. You have been laborious all these years. I have ignored your feelings too." Content of wife bill was, "A man's responsibility. A heart is attached to her and the kids always, 2 shoulders to bear with burdens. A wrinkled face proves the hardships of life. The grievance is to endure. A man has been on the run all days. He is just a simpleton among all sentient beings. This is your husband." They could not help but hug and sobbed. They were greatly moved by the manager and the staff for their kindness. They went home hand in hand after expressing their deep gratitude to them. The manager looked at the sight, delighted with a smile, and said, "I have succeeded to retrieve a sweet home once again. Only if the couple is to our restaurant before the divorce."